Have you ever heard of a scientific breakthrough so revolutionary it could change the world, only for it to vanish without a trace? Imagine a device that could provide nearly limitless clean energy, or a cure for a disease that plagues millions. What if I told you these things might have existed, but were lost, hidden, or even suppressed? Today, we're opening the doors to the Lost Lab, exploring the secret tech that disappeared before it could reshape our future. Our first story begins with Nikola Tesla, a name synonymous with genius and electricity. While he's famous for alternating current, his later work is shrouded in mystery. He envisioned a global system for wireless power transmission, the Wardenclyffe Tower. Imagine a world where electricity is broadcast through the air, just like radio waves. No wires, no power lines, just clean, abundant energy available to everyone, everywhere. Tesla's dream was ambitious, and his primary investor, J.P. Morgan, was skeptical. Was he concerned about the project's feasibility, or was he worried about how to meter and charge for energy that was freely available in the air? Funding was cut, the tower was demolished, and Tesla's grand vision for a wireless world died with it. The official story is that it was a failed project, too expensive and impractical. But some whisper that the idea was too disruptive. A threat to established energy industries. Was it a financial failure, or was it the first casualty of the Lost Lab? Let's fast forward a few decades to the 1950s and meet Royal Raymond Rife. Rife was a brilliant American inventor who developed incredibly powerful microscopes, far surpassing anything available at the time. He claimed his universal microscope could see living viruses, something mainstream science said was impossible. But he didn't stop there. Rife developed a device he called the beam ray, which he claimed could destroy these microorganisms by broadcasting specific electromagnetic frequencies. Think of it like a singer shattering a glass with the right note. Rife claimed that by finding the mortal oscillatory rate of a pathogen, he could destroy it without harming surrounding tissue. In 1934, reports from a clinic in Southern California suggested his device had successfully treated terminally ill cancer patients. The story seems almost too good to be true, and maybe it was. Shortly after these alleged successes, Rife's lab was mysteriously ransacked. His research notes vanished and his revolutionary microscopes were sabotaged. The American Medical Association began to heavily criticize his methods, labeling him a quack. Rife's career was ruined and he died in obscurity. Was Rife a fraud who got what he deserved? Or was he a pioneer whose potential cure for diseases like cancer was deliberately suppressed by a medical establishment threatened by his non-pharmaceutical approach? The truth remains buried, another file in the archives of the Lost Lab. Now, let's journey into the world of transportation, specifically, a car that ran on water. No, this isn't science fiction. In the 1990s, an inventor named Stanley Meyer claimed to have built a water fuel cell. He retrofitted a dune buggy to run on H2O, showcasing it on news reports. His device supposedly used a process of electrolysis to split water into its component elements, hydrogen and oxygen, and then burned the hydrogen as fuel. The incredible part was the efficiency. Meyer claimed his cell could produce more energy than was required to power it, seemingly defying the laws of thermodynamics. He received patents and attracted significant interest from investors and even the Pentagon. But his story takes a dark turn. Meyer became increasingly paranoid, convinced that powerful oil companies and government agencies were trying to silence him. He turned down massive bailout offers, stating he wanted the technology to be for the people. Then, in 1998, Meyer was at a restaurant meeting with potential Belgian investors. He took a sip of his cranberry juice, then suddenly grabbed his throat, ran outside, and collapsed. His dying words, according to his brother, were, "They poisoned me." The official cause of death was a cerebral aneurysm, but the timing and Meyer's own paranoia fuel endless speculation. After his death, his research and the famous water-powered buggy were confiscated and, according to his family, were never fully returned. Was Stan Meyer a con artist whose luck ran out? Or was he an inventor who paid the ultimate price for creating a technology that could have ended our reliance on fossil fuels? The Lost Lab holds his secrets close. These stories are just the tip of the iceberg. What about Starlight, a remarkable plastic-like material invented by an amateur chemist in the 1980s? It was demonstrated on live television to withstand temperatures that could vaporize diamonds, yet remained cool enough to touch. It could have revolutionized aerospace engineering and fire safety. But after the inventor's death, the formula was lost, and no one has been able to replicate it since. Or consider cold fusion. In 1989, two esteemed chemists, Pons and Fleischmann, announced they had achieved nuclear fusion in a simple tabletop experiment at room temperature. The discovery promised a new era of clean, limitless energy. But their results proved difficult to replicate, and the scientific community swiftly ostracized them, branding their work as junk science. Yet, small pockets of researchers around the world continue to quietly investigate the phenomenon, reporting strange and unexplainable energy outputs. Is it a dead end, or a breakthrough that was dismissed too quickly? These tales of the Lost Lab share a common thread: a revolutionary idea, a flash of incredible promise, followed by a sudden and mysterious disappearance. The official explanations are often mundane hoaxes, bad science, lack of funding, but the alternative is far more compelling. A world where powerful interests, be they corporate or governmental, actively suppress technologies that threaten the status quo. A world where breakthroughs that could solve humanity's greatest problems are locked away in a vault, deemed too disruptive or unprofitable. It's easy to dismiss these as conspiracy theories, but history shows us that powerful entities have always sought to control technology for their own gain. From the monopolization of early industrial patents to the classified world of military tech, the line between protecting interests and suppressing progress can be incredibly thin. Perhaps the most revolutionary ideas aren't lost because they don't work. Perhaps they are lost because they work too well. So the next time you hear a wild claim about a world-changing invention, before you dismiss it, remember the stories from the Lost Lab. The truth might be far stranger and far more hidden than we can imagine. What do you think? Are these just fascinating tales of failure and fraud, or is there a hidden history of suppressed science? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for joining me on this journey into the unknown. If you enjoyed uncovering these mysteries, be sure to like this video and subscribe for more deep dives into the unexplained. Stay curious.